Welcome to a special deep dive, tailored just for you, our Before AGI podcast listeners.
Hello.
Today, we're really getting into something exciting. Artificial intelligence in media and entertainment. We've pulled together quite a stack of sources.
Yeah, there's a lot happening in this space.
Absolutely. We want to unpack how AI is, well, changing just about everything. How movies get made, the music we listen to.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
And it's moved way beyond just, those recommendation engines everyone knows about.
Right. Forget just, you might also we're talking about AI as like a creative partner now.
Production tool, definitely. And even a sort of behind-the-scenes wizard.
Exactly. So our mission today is to, cut through the hype, give you the real insights into AI's impact, what it's actually doing, and crucially, what it all means for tech enthusiasts and professionals like you listening.
We'll explore the key ideas, the challenges people are facing.
And the future trends shaping this whole intersection of tech and creativity. It's pretty dynamic.
And the numbers back that up. The growth projections for AI in this sector are, well, they're significant. It suggests a real fundamental shift.
No kidding.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got a lot to cover. We'll look at AI generating content itself.
Yeah, not just analyzing it.
Its huge impact on virtual production, which is fascinating.
Oh, absolutely.
How it's affecting jobs, the good and the maybe more concerning.
And the ethical side, which we can't ignore.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Hey, let's start with content generation. How AI is moving beyond analysis to actually, making stuff.
Right. And one of the big buzzwords here is multimodal content generation, or MCG.
MTG, okay.
Essentially, it means AI systems that can create text, audio, images, video, and blend them together.
Blend them, so not just one type of media at a time.
Exactly. That's the leap forward. Think about making a film. Traditionally, script, music, visuals, editing are all separate stages.
Yeah, it's a step.
MCG tries to integrate these. These systems often use technologies like transformer models. They help the AI understand context, kind of like we do, and they combine those with specialized models built for handling multiple data types, images, sound, text, plus techniques like transfer learning.
Transfer learning, using knowledge from one area for another.
Precisely. What it learns about images might help it generate video, for example. It makes things more efficient, potentially more creative.
So what are the benefits people are seeing from this multimodal approach? Is it just faster?
Speed is part of it, definitely increased efficiency. But research also points to enhanced creativity because the AI can sort of connect ideas across different media. And maybe better results for the creators using these tools because they're more integrated.
Okay, that makes sense. So where are we seeing this in practice, like right now?
Well, some of the more routine tasks are already being automated. Think about captioning and subtitling videos.
Okay, tedious stuff.
Very. Companies like AI Media, Captions.ai, Veed.io, they're using AI for that. It's much faster.
I can imagine.
And another thing is normalizing data from different distribution platforms. That used to be a huge operational headache. AI is streamlining it.
Right, those behind-the-scenes wins. But what about the really creative side, like writing?
Yeah, that's a big one. Tools like ChatGPT, Pseudo-Write, writers are using them.
How so? As, collaborators?
Kind of. They can generate script ideas, dialogue, even outlines or treatments. Helps break writer's block, explore different angles.
So an AI brainstorming partner.
Pretty much. And AI can analyze existing scripts too, summarize them, suggest edits, though this whole area got a lot of attention with the writer's strike last year.
Yes, the WGA strike. That was a major point of contention, wasn't it? AI's role.
It was, and it led to specific agreements basically saying AI can't be credited as a writer. AI-generated stuff isn't literary material under the contract.
So protecting the human writer's role and compensation.
Exactly. Writers decide if they use AI, they aren't forced to, and they still get full credit and pay. It's set quite a precedent.
Okay, important context. Now, shifting to music, how's AI playing out there?
It's pretty active. You've got platforms like AIVA and Soundful generating royalty-free music. You just give it parameters, mood, tempo, genre.
And it spits out a track.
Essentially, yes. AI is also used in production refining mixes, enhancing vocals, cleaning up noise. And this emerging idea of personalized soundscapes, maybe based on your biometrics or what you're doing.
Wow, adaptive music based on me. That's wild.
Yeah. Think about the potential for ads, games, films. And musicians are using these tools. A 2023 report said something like 60% were using AI already.
60%. That's higher than I'd have guessed.
Yeah, for things like mastering or even composition ideas, the market for AI music tools is projected to grow significantly, like $4 billion by 2033.
Okay, so it's becoming mainstream. Now, visuals, images, assets, what's AI doing there?
This is another area that's just exploded. Tools like DALL-E, Midjourney, you give them a text prompt.
The cat astronaut riding a unicorn on Mars.
Exactly. And it generates a high-quality image. This massively speeds up ideation, concept art, storyboarding.
There's a ton of time, I bet.
Huge amounts. AI can generate virtual landscapes, architecture, vegetation, even 3D assets. It really democratizes visual creation and lets you iterate much faster.
Just keep tweaking the prompt until you get what you want.
Pretty much. And it's not just stills. Video is advancing rapidly, too.
Right, video generation and editing. Tell us about that.
AI can automate things like finding scene changes, removing objects you don't want.
Like digitally erasing something from a shot?
Yeah, or applying visual effects. Text-to-video is the really hot area right now, improving incredibly fast.
So type a description, get a video clip.
That's the direction it's heading. It's already assisting in making music videos, short films, helping visualize scripts, create digital avatars, build virtual scenes.
Amazing.
Plus, quality control, like upscaling low-res footage. Platforms like Runway ML, NVIDIA, Synthesia, lots of tools are popping up.
It really feels like these tools are becoming fundamental, which brings us nicely to virtual production.
Ah, yes, the LED walls and all that.
Exactly. We've gone from green screens to these immersive stages. Where does AI fit in?
It's becoming essential. AI enhances the realism, gives filmmakers much more creative control in real time.
How specifically?
Well, first, it generates a lot of the content for those LED walls. The landscapes, the cityscapes, the architecture.
So the virtual world itself is often AI generated.
Increasingly, yes. And AI is used for really precise motion tracking on set, capturing actor movements, camera positions.
So the virtual background reacts correctly.
Perfectly. And it allows for immediate changes. Adjust the virtual lighting, tweak a camera angle, all on the fly.
That sounds incredibly powerful. Let's fixing it in post.
That's a huge part of the appeal. AI tools like Kubrick generate environments in real time. There's NeurFs, neural radiance fields.
NeurFs. Sounds complex.
Kinda is. But basically, they create detailed 3D scenes from 2D images. Super useful for virtual production. Infinite Studio is another player here. It means speed, cost savings, and frankly, more creative freedom.
And making it look real. Not like a video game background.
That's where AI in real-time rendering and VFX comes in. It optimizes how the scene looks on the monitors during the shoot.
So what you see is closer to the final product.
Much closer. AI generates hyper-realistic environments, automates complex VFX tasks. NVIDIA's DLSS tech, for instance, uses AI to upscale resolution and enhance textures instantly.
Wow.
AI render engines speed things up massively. It can even relight footage virtually. All this means immediate feedback, less post-production time and cost.
We're talking big efficiency gains.
It's huge. Look at ILM's work on The Mandalorian with their Stagecraft system.
Right, that was groundbreaking.
They used AI-enhanced virtual production for thousands of shots. It really showed what's possible.
Incredible scale. What about the characters in these virtual worlds? Motion capture, animation.
AI is making big strides there, too, capturing really subtle actor movements for digital characters. And markerless motion capture is a game changer.
Markerless. No sensor suits.
Exactly. Systems like Deep Motion, MetaHuman Animator, they use AI vision to track movement. Much less hassle, lower cost.
That makes high-end motion capture more accessible.
Definitely. AI also helps with facial animation, lip syncing, automating a lot of the painstaking work of 3D animation, faster workflows, more realism.
So more believable digital actors interacting in these virtual sets.
Precisely. And AI is even getting involved in virtual cinematography.
Guiding the virtual camera.
Assisting, yes.
Right.
Helping operate virtual cameras, suggesting shot compositions, improving real-time camera tracking on the LED stages too. Tools like Glassbox, Dragonfly do this.
So the virtual camera moves more like a real one.
Allows for more sophisticated, precise camera work.
Yeah.
Frees up the cinematographer to focus on the artistry.
It feels like all these pieces are starting to connect.
They are. We're seeing integrated platforms emerge, Dimension, Voya, Infinite Studio again, trying to create seamless pipeline.
An end-to-end AI workflow.
That's the goal. Reduce production time, streamline everything from concept to final shot. Some early projects using these workflows show a lot of promise.
Okay, this is transformative stuff.
Oh.
But what does it mean for people's jobs? That's always the big question with automation.
It is, and the data suggests AI is boosting productivity significantly in sectors that adopt it, like nearly 5 times the growth rate.
5 times. Wow. But does that translate to fewer jobs?
That's the concern. Projections do show AI impacting a substantial number of jobs. Some reports estimate 75% of companies see some job reduction due to AI.
75%? That's
Yeah.
high. Which roles are most vulnerable in media?
Things like 3D modeling, character design, sound editing, maybe even script writing to some extent. Also, more administrative roles, data entry, accounting.
So creative and operational roles could be affected.
Yes. One report specifically predicted around 62,000 jobs affected in California alone by 2026, largely in this sector.
Okay, that's sobering. But are new jobs being created? Is it just a shift?
It seems to be a bit of both. We're seeing huge growth in job postings that require AI skills
Ah, so demand for AI expertise is rising.
rapidly.
Mm.
And those skills command higher wages, like AI-skilled lawyers earning 27% more, database pros 58% more in the UK.
So new roles are emerging. Like what?
Things like AI content analysts, AI algorithm developers, experts in AI ethics and law, AI animators, VFX artists specializing in AI tools, AI generative experts, even content futurists.
Content features. Okay.
Yeah. Upwork saw, I think, a 1,000% increase in AI-related job postings in just one quarter last year.
Incredible demand. So the key is adaptation,
Yeah.
learning new skills.
Absolutely crucial. Continuous learning, upskilling, reskilling, and focusing on uniquely human skills too. Creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, things AI isn't good at.
So augmenting human ability, not just replacing it.
That's the optimistic view and often the reality. Companies are prioritizing retraining their workforce, especially in AI, video tools, VFX, virtual production. You need AI literacy now.
What kind of AI skills are most needed?
Technical skills like programming Python, Java data management, machine learning fundamentals, but also communication skills, being able to work with the AI.
And we saw this play out with the WGA strike again, right?
Why?
They specifically addressed AI's role.
Yes, those agreements were key. AI can't write or be credited. Writers choose to use it, not mandated. It protects their role and rights. Though concerns remain about AI training on copyrighted work.
Ah, the training data issue. We'll get to ethics soon. But what's the long-term prediction for jobs? Transformation or elimination?
Most analysts lean towards transformation. Roles will change, some will disappear, but new ones will emerge. There might even be a short-term shortage of creative pros with AI skills around 2025.
Interesting. A skills gap.
Yeah. Technology disrupts it, creates and destroys jobs. We might see fewer traditional journalist roles, for instance, but more roles focused on AI-driven content analysis or generation.
So the trend is towards augmentation, mostly. Helping humans do more.
Largely, yes. Though some CEOs do expect generative AI to lead to headcount reductions eventually. It means roles redefining, new opportunities, but also some displacement. People need to be proactive about learning.
Okay. That leads us directly into the ethical minefield.
Indeed. There are quite a few challenges.
Like the fact that AI can create incredibly realistic content. Images, videos, deepfakes.
Exactly. It blurs the line between what's real and what's AI generated. This is a huge concern for news integrity, the potential for misinformation.
How do we combat that? Better detection.
Detection tools help, but robust authentication methods and, just as importantly, media literacy are crucial. People need to be skeptical.
Good point. Then there's copyright. If an AI creates something, who owns it?
That's a massive legal gray area. Current copyright law generally requires human authorship.
So purely AI-generated work might not be protectable.
The U.S. Copyright Office has indicated as much. And then there's the issue of training AI on copyrighted material without permission. Artists, writers, musicians are very concerned about this. The WGA agreement touched on this complexity.
A legal battleground for years to come, I suspect. What about bias?
Another huge issue. AI models learn from the data they're trained on. If that data reflects societal biases,
The AI will perpetuate them.
or even amplify them, reinforcing stereotypes, underrepresenting certain communities in generated content, it's a serious problem.
How do you address that?
It requires conscious effort, diverse development teams, regular audits of AI systems, and critically, using diverse and representative training data sets. It's an ongoing challenge.
And transparency. Should we know if we're watching an AI-generated film or reading an AI-written article?
Many argue yes, disclosure builds trust. Audiences often want to know the origin of content. Plus, We need accountability who's responsible if AI is used unethically.
Right. We need clear lines of responsibility.
Which is why developing ethical frameworks and guidelines is so important for AI in media, emphasizing transparency, fairness, accuracy, privacy, safety.
A collaborative effort needed there, presumably. Industry, policymakers, the public.
Absolutely. It needs everyone involved.
We've seen some companies really embrace AI already. Any standout examples you'd mention?
Oh, sure. Netflix and YouTube are famous for their recommendation algorithms. That's AI.
The classic example.
Disney uses AI quite extensively for visual effects, like de-aging actors in their virtual production pipelines, creating digital humans, personalizing theme park experiences.
Makes sense for a company like Disney.
The Washington Post uses an AI called Heliograph for generating short news updates, especially financial or sports results.
Quick, data-driven reports.
Adobe has integrated its AI, Sensei, throughout its creative suite. Runway ML offers specialized AI video tools. Epic Games uses AI heavily in Unreal Engine for virtual production and game development.
Google's involved too, right?
Definitely. Magenta for music generation, there's Syntheside for watermarking AI images, lots of players, Spotify for music recommendations, EA in gaming, AI VA for music. It's widespread.
Okay, so it's really embedded across the industry now. Looking ahead, what are the latest advancements and future trends? Where is this all going?
The pace of innovation is just incredibly fast. Major AI conferences are full of research on this AI for content creation, 3D content, video editing, audio.
So the cutting edge is moving quickly.
Very. Text-to-video generation is seeing huge progress, becoming more accessible. AI in music composition is getting deeper, using sophisticated models to generate diverse styles.
More realistic, more controllable.
Yeah. Generative AI for visual assets, images, animations, 3D models keeps getting better with tools like DALL-E, Midjourney, Stable Diffusion constantly evolving.
And in virtual production.
Continued streamlining of workflows, better realism or real-time capabilities, environment generation, markerless motion capture, AI-assisted cinematography, all getting more advanced.
So even more seamless integration.
That seems to be the direction. More realistic character animation in real time. AI helping more with virtual camera work. Also, more AI in advertising for personalization and optimization, and in gaming for smarter NPCs and procedural content generation.
It sounds like. More AI everywhere, getting smarter and more integrated.
That's the overall trend. Exceptionally rapid innovation, continuous development.
So, wrapping this all up, what's the big takeaway? AI isn't science fiction anymore in media.
Not at all. It's actively reshaping the landscape right now. It offers, incredible opportunities for creativity, efficiency.
But also raises those big questions about jobs, ethics, authenticity.
Exactly. We've seen it move from simple tasks to being a genuine creative partner, helping write, compose music, generate visuals, streamline complex productions. The speed is remarkable.
So for you listening, whether you're a tech enthusiast or working in the industry,
this is definitely something to keep a very close eye on. Understanding AI's capabilities, its limitations, it's becoming essential knowledge.
whether you're a filmmaker, musician, game developer, journalist, or just fascinated by tech and creativity, it's impacting your world.
Oh, doubt about it.
Hopefully this deep dive has given you a clearer picture of where things stand and where they might be heading. There's obviously so much more to explore.
The algorithms, the legal battles, the specific tools, it's a deep rabbit hole.
It really is. If you found this valuable and want to keep exploring AI's impact, definitely subscribe to the Before AGI podcast for more deep dives like this.
Please do.
And for those looking for more hands-on stuff, tutorials, deeper technical insights, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. It's Ian Ochieng AI. That's Ochieng. Lots of resources there.
Great stuff on there.
Thanks. So yeah, keep exploring, keep asking questions, stay curious about the potential, but also mindful of the challenges.
Well said. It's an exciting, if slightly unnerving time.
Couldn't agree more.